You've probably felt nervous or embarrassed to wear a specific outfit before. Me too. Stay tuned to understand fashion insecurities and how you can overcome them. Don't judge a book by its cover. Well, unfortunately, people don't really do that. No matter where you go or what you wear, people are going to look at you. And if you're into fashion, they're probably going to take notice of your clothes. Some of you may be thinking, okay. But if you're like me, you can relate to feeling insecure based on your fashion choices. Something as simple as wearing white jeans to school used to make me question my style. Or even more recently, if the military pants I bought made me look like I enjoyed clothes, or if I looked like a threat. Fashion is an easy way we can outwardly represent ourselves and our interests. So when people dislike or judge our outfits, it feels super personal. I'll explain how fashion constantly contributes to your insecurities. As you may have noticed from my last video, where you live plays a massive role on what clothing and sneakers you're surrounded by. This idea of location deciding the fashion around you directly correlates to putting yourself out there. The trends people in New York or LA find common are borderline experimental in my area, and that's really talking about the basics like crop tees, baggy pants, and chunky dad shoes. So you can imagine how much more different it would be to wear items that fall under avant-garde fashion, or even in the streetwear lane of, say, a Yeezy Gap brown jacket. Your location makes it mandatory you ask yourself, are you confident and comfortable in what you wear? Otherwise, catching glancing eyes aimed at deciphering your outfit will pull on those insecurities that tear away your confidence. I know I felt my style was basic or it didn't reflect enough of my interest in fashion. If you're similar to me, you then search for videos on how to improve your style. The one piece of advice I see everywhere is wear what you like, and it's so simple. But wearing what you like is a lot easier said than done. The main difficulties that come with this are money and confidence. If you think money is holding you back from dressing well, that's a huge problem. I know when I was younger and nervous to waste money on clothes, this was an easy excuse for not having a sense of my own style and also buying into fast fashion. If you're just experimenting with fashion and don't know your personal style, that's fine. It's probably a good idea you don't go out buying everything you visually like and then figuring out if it's really who you are. You can immediately slow down your buying by just limiting your spending on trendy pieces. It seemed more important to my style to invest into basics of good hoodies, tees, and vintage jeans. So then I had the proper basics to take risks and expand my style once I really figured it out. Besides the monetary reasons I mentioned to not buy trends, it's also important to not buy into trends because they're almost a fake way of buying confidence. Having the latest sneakers is an easy way to get attention, but once your trendy foam runners become uncool, what happens to the sense of confidence you felt when showing them off? What's 100% increased my confidence in fashion is exploring my fashion interests and focusing on genuine connections to clothes. For me, exploring my interests meant analyzing what I've liked for years and then digging deep into that. This included watching YouTube videos and reading articles to understand the history of my favorite styles and brands. Having this new level of knowledge reinforced my confidence, and the same will happen for you. What's even more fun is focusing on genuine connections to sneakers and clothes. For me, this was finding vintage graphic tees that express my interests outside of clothes, or sneakers I used to want and couldn't afford. It also helped finding style influences and analyzing what works for them. It then feels so much better getting compliments because you know people like your style and taste, rather than the popularity of the item you're wearing. By exploring your interests and focusing on genuine connections, you'll feel more like yourself and in turn, skyrocket your confidence. Let me know any of your personal tips below, and thanks for watching. Peace.